What's up? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network, and this is the Heaven Hollywood Report Industry Stories. So gather around because here's one that probably 95% of you do not know. You have to be in the circle to know this. Now, right before Nicki Minaj was coming out with her Queen album, this was right in the middle of the Nicki hate train. Nicki had 6 people in mind that she was going to collaborate with before and on Queen. Those 6 people were Katy Perry, Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, Rihanna, Miley Cyrus, and Fergie. Now, Nicki Minaj reached out when they asked her about any collaborations, any pop collaborations she wanted to do. Those were the people in mind. However, when the whole incident at the MTV Awards or whatever awards it was with the Yo Miley was good happened, there was a hate train put in effect on Nicki Minaj, especially on the pop side. That was put into effect mostly by, we'll say, quote-unquote, white executive producers, artists. So the black artists and producers had a chance not to ride that wave. Rihanna and Nicki Minaj had been friends, most of her career. They had a little falling out around the time when the Drake thing happened. She decided to go with Katy Perry because Katy Perry stayed friends with Nicki Minaj through the hate train. They actually told Katy Perry, do not collaborate with Nicki Minaj because we don't think it will be good. Katy Perry said, I think it'll be very good. The collaboration, they did the swish swish, and we all know what happened to Katy Perry's career after that. But the fact that Nicki Minaj said, I think Katy Perry is a better artist than Rihanna. Now, was Nicki being petty? Probably. But didn't they deserve it at this point? So Nicki chose Katy Perry over Rihanna because Katy Perry was willing to give up her, how hot she was at that time to do a collaboration with Nicki. And she did. She kept her word. She fell off after that, but she kept her word. And her and Katy are still friends to this day. Then there was the Fergie situation. A song that I loved. I thought Nicki destroyed that feature. It was an incredible feature to me. I thought they sound great together. It was a great comeback record for Fergie. Now, Fergie was going to do a comeback record at the same time Miley Cyrus was coming off the previous album where all the controversy, and she needed to do a comeback album. But since the Yo Miley was good happened, that's the reason why there was an interview in the first place. It's the reason why Miley even mentioned Nicki in that interview, because they were slated to do a collaboration together. Now, I do believe they had worked together in the past, but they were supposed to do another feature right around Queen. Of course, they fell out, a couple of years earlier with the Yo Miley Was Good. At that time, Nicki didn't know when Queen was going to come out, but for the next album, she was thinking about Miley Cyrus. But because of that falling out, she said, Fergie's better anyway. Fergie was coming back. Now, Fergie did not mind that she was the second choice. She knows she was the second choice. Nicki kept it abundantly clear that it came down to a hard choice, but because Fergie was willing to try her comeback record. This is Fergie's comeback record. And they're telling her Nicki Minaj is blackballed in the pop world. And Fergie still decided to make her song with Nicki the first single on her comeback album. And it ended up being very, very detrimental to Fergie's comeback. The record pretty much did nothing, and it was a hot record. It was a typical Fergie record, and then you had Nicki on the collaboration. It was a perfect plan. But because of the blackballing, it didn't work. Then, of course, the big one. At this point in time, people were trying to decide who is going to be the princess of pop, Taylor Swift or Ariana Grande. At this point, both people were dealing with Scooter Braun. Both people were dealing with Scooter Braun. But because of Taylor Swift pretty much coming out and publicly turning in what was just simply a generic tweet from Nicki. Now, maybe she did mean Taylor Swift, but Nicki was generally talking to all of the skinny white bees that put skinny white girls in their videos and get props for it. But Taylor Swift felt a need to come out and defend herself. On that also now famous tweet right before the award show, when Nicki said Anaconda's probably not going to get the award only because there's a bunch of skinny white chicks that they're going to give the award to them. And then Taylor made a comment about Nicki. If that was the case, we would all, if you would have expressed it better, we'd all go up together. If I win the award, I want you to come up with me. And Nicki was like, nah, we're good. So Taylor had to end up apologizing to Nicki Minaj after she got dragged because Nicki Minaj never said her name. And because Ariana Grande was saying, a feature with Nicki Minaj? How could you mess that up? Ariana Grande took Nicki's side. That was really the start of their friendship. Ariana Grande, what a lot of people don't realize is she took Nicki Minaj's side. Even though her and Taylor Swift was dealing with the same management. And Nicki Minaj saw the loyalty in Ariana Grande. And she pretty much said, this is the princess of pop. This who's going to be. This is right now the pop queen. I know Madonna is the grandfather and pop queen. But right now, the goat of pop is Ariana Grande as far as Nicki Minaj is concerned. That got back to Taylor Swift. And if you've noticed since that tweet, Taylor Swift and Nicki Minaj have not said anything publicly to each other. Anything. Because Taylor Swift has an issue with Ariana Grande. We all know it. So that's something that a lot of you did not know. How these collaborations came about and why Nicki Minaj, even though she may not be following all of them, she still has a good relationship with them, and she will always have respect for these three women because they took a chance on her when nobody else did. And the other three women turned their backs on her. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And share this video with your friends.